if you're tired of playing money play spammers that just continually over and over just spam money plays and it always works for you, I got the remedy and solution for you now. My name is Pavan Lakat, professional Madden player, and they just dropped an ability last week that's probably the most broken and overpowered ability in Madden 25. It's on the defensive side of the ball and it's called Film Study. You guys may or may not know about this ability already. It's been in the game for a couple years now, but right here it says shows offensive play after repeated play calls. So I'll give you guys a breakdown of how it works, and we're going to actually get into some film after this. But pretty much how it works is, let's just say I'm playing someone spamming gun bunch verticals, and it's the first half. They've called it 3 times already. That fourth time, I'm going to be able to see their whole play art. What receivers are going on what routes. Is he blocking his tight end? Is he blocking his running back? What this is going to do for me is obviously I'm going to set up the perfect coverage, and I'm going to also be able to blitz when I know they're sending out 4 to 5 players. Play coverage when I know they're sending out 3 routes because they're scared of the blitz. And overall, you're just going to win the game in the long run if they're just continuously spamming the play over and over and over again. It's going to make them uncomfortable. They're going to have to run something else. And overall, this is just a really broken ability that you need to be running now. If you're a beginning level player, this is going to help you get so much better. You're going to just be able to see what your opponents are running, what concepts work, how the zones counteract it, and all that good stuff. So I highly suggest you use this. It's going to get you a lot more wins if you're struggling on the defensive side of the ball. Plays like gun bunch verticals, motion wide posts are completely dead on your field with this ability. So go put it on now. Let's get in the film breakdown now. So here we go. This is a tournament match versus a top elite offensive player. This is a very important game, a tournament game, $1,000 on the line, just to show you that this ability works on the best of the best in the world, not just your average Joes that are calling, verticals over and over again. My opponent is going to be calling the PA snag play action play out of the gun normal Y off and the Eagles playbook. It's a meta play that people have been spamming. Why they call this play in particular, it has a really good post from this outside receiver right here. He's going to cut right underneath the cover 4. And then it is play action. So you're going to get all these great blocks to pick up the blitzes. You could send out 5. My opponent's going to do is something like this, clear out this cover 4 zones, and then throw underneath, throw to the sideline, throw this corner out, throw in these soft areas of the field. And the play action, it's so good because it's going to pick up any type of loop blitz for the most part. Obviously, it's going to come in once in a while. But yeah, that's the gist of this, my opponent right here. This is, if you play PA snag, this is why I decided to put on this film study. You're going to see it activate here after this play. I decided, since he's going to pick up my pressure, he's going to play action over and over again, I'm going to have to find a way to, get a stop. And thankfully for me, they dropped the film study. I had this great idea moments before I played. See right here, I just couldn't stop him. He had all day in the pocket. Look at the time he's getting. Look at the time. The play action blocks are amazing. He has all day for this drag to develop, his corner out to get open. Over here, and he has a good read, picking up the drag. But you're going to see it's going to activate here in a second. Now it says third time calling it in a half, and boom. You see it right here. The film study is activated. So I'm able to see his play art. We're going to rewind that real quickly. This is what I was waiting for all the first half. I was waiting for this film study to activate. But you see it's activated. This shows that it's working and it's activated. And you could see that I'm able to see his play art. Boom. I know he's in PA snag. He keeps spamming this play, has great blocking. So now he's going to have to choose. Do I want to switch up my game plan, or do I want to continue going with the game plan? And now I'm able to see his play art. So I don't know if he knew that I could see it, but it tells you right here that I could see it. And I have ability to see all his routes, his hot routes. Obviously he's probably freaking out at this point, like, wait, what's going on? But yeah, I thought of this. They dropped this ability. If you're tired of losing to like money play spammers, this isn't the most ethical way to play, but neither is money play spamming. I know it's a competitive game mode. You have to do what you do. You see right here, immediately, literally immediately, he saw that had the film study, and he's abandoning the play calling. He's going to something else, something that is going to be much more easier for me to play defense against. I get lucky right there. He overthrows a speed out. It was open, but you're going to see right here. What's he going to do? He's going to have to make a decision. And he's like, all right, at this point, I'm only comfortable in the PA snag. And now let's get rolling and start adjusting. This is super broken, but it works for the best players in the world. I have full access to his play art. You know, at this time of moment, I just want to play cloud flats because you know I don't really want to give up this corner route. So I'm allowing him to get to third and like 5 or something. I want to guard this tight end seam, and I want to pick up this backside drag. I should have adjusted this guy right here, but I was a little like nervous, I guess. It's a tournament game. So I was really relying on the switch stick, but you can see I know what play is coming. I know what audibles and hot routes he's doing. He actually misses this right here, and I had everything back underneath guarded. This wasn't, this should have been call honestly, but it's not the read. He had I gave him this little flat. He should have thrown it. He didn't want to throw it. So once more, here we go. Film study is on and activated. Now we're gonna really get adjusty. Hopefully, let's see what I do. I think I'm gonna send this blitz off this left edge. I put the vert hook this time. Why I put the vert hook is because I wanted to guard this corner out, and I was just hoping he was gonna miss his flat route again. But we'll see what actually ends up happening. You see, this vert hook is to play up this corner route. I have the backside with my user and my switch stick. That was the game plan going into this game. You can see right here, Devin Floyd. I try to get pressure. He actually makes a phenomenal read this time. I wasn't thinking he was going to get the first, but he ends up getting a first, a great rack animation. So, I was still new to the film study. I didn't really know how to, I guess you just man up the people and, play zone from there. So, you're going to see, I'm going to start really adjusting here in a second. Boom. I see his play art again. Like I said, he did not want to get out of this PA snag. He wanted that ultimate protection. He actually quick hikes me here. I have an amazing switch stick because I knew the corner out and this was going to be open. He has to choose, and right now this is open, but I switch stick up with Aqib Talib, knowing the play is coming, knowing what route is going to be there. And we don't get the pick, but it's a very tight read. Could have been a pick. Incompletion, we will take that, especially with a 15-point lead. 2nd down and 10, and you're going to see my opponent, he is stubborn. He wants to continue running this play. He knows if he calls any other play, he is going to get screamed at. I have really good blitzes that really don't work that well versus play action. Play action blocking is elite in this game. You can see right here, he flips. I'm able to see his whole player. I got to set up my base adjustments first, right? You always got to set up your base and then build from there. And right here, we're going to get real adjusty. So what we're going to do, you're going to see right here, I'm going to man up this post. Cross man, it's going to play really well. We're going to man up this drag. He's going to be able to throw it, but the idea is that this vert hook right here is going to do the job and kind of hold it and make some tackles. And we're going to cover 2 this side. You're going to see why we cover 2 this side here in a second. Play the play. It's actually just perfect adjustments right here. I'm cheating practically. He does his speed out, which I know okay, there's a speed out coming. I have a cloud. He's going to guard it perfectly. Vert hook to guard this inside seam for a second and pick up backside drag. And then my user is going to guard his drag right here. That's my user's job. I should have put this guy in a quarter instead of a half. Quarter would have played the seam streak a little better. I just was scared he was going to switch it up at the last second, put him on a go route. But you see what ends up happening right here. It's phenomenal defense. There's nothing open, and we finally get pressure. Look at this. Everything is absolutely caged. My drag... my cornerback actually played the drag perfectly. Post is guarded well, and we finally get pressure. This is a product of film study, right? This is an elite offensive player. He is not comfortable now. We're winning this, game because we have film study. He goes no huddle, and that's completely fine by me. One of the things about film study is, you'll know if he's not in the play. If he's in another play, really good players have about 3 to 4 really good plays. And they shuffle between them, maybe 5 to 6 if you're, very confident in your whole playbook. But that's about it, right? They don't keep it more than that. They have 3 to 4 or 5 to 6 really good plays that they like to shuffle through. If you're playing someone with 3 to 4 plays and you're taking away one play already, you can start taking guesses on what the next play is going to be. For example, if this banner didn't pop up, I was expecting it was going to be flood. And you know what? The tight end seam streak and this guy going here, I would have manned up one of these routes and just rolled with that coverage. And if it didn't work, it didn't work. But that's what defense is at this point when you have the film study ability. It's not going anywhere either. I don't think they're gonna ban it or take it away. Right here, here's my base. I have this vert hook. I'm gonna click on and switch stick onto him to pick up the post or him, and then the vert hook is gonna be here for the drags. And he's kind of like he's uncomfortable. He's in like a bad spot. I have the two verhooks. The verhooks played amazingly. The pressure finally came in. He does have this open. He has that open as well. But the thing is, it's 4th and 17 now. Be my guest. You could take that all you want. He's gonna no huddle again, and at this point, I'm like just so curious why he's continuously calling the PA snag over and over again. And he knew that I had this, right? We send the pressure, knowing he had a seam streak. We're gonna switch stick to it and swat this down. Just phenomenal adjustments. I'll show you guys the play art once more. What we end up doing is having Kyle Hamilton here in a third to pick up this seam. We have a cloud flat to kind of play this corner route plus this wheel route. Backside drag, he's sending out 5. What we actually end up doing is like, all right, we command up with this guy to this drag, but it's not going to do anything, right? We need a little pressure to prevent a 4th down. What I could have also done is manned up him to the outside post, but I knew the pressure was going to freak him out and force an ill-advised read. Right here, we roll it. We get that pressure off that right edge. We switch stick and we swat it down. So, that's just phenomenal defense because I have film study. He was furious after this, as I would be as well. We got a fumble. We got pretty lucky in this game, but we'll take it. It was a tournament game. You're going to see in the second half, we do get the film study activated again. If you kind of are curious how it works and all that kind of stuff, how, what the queue up is. You see, it's not working right now. We get another pick. We get lucky again. Like I said, I got pretty lucky in this game, but it wouldn't have mattered because I had the film study ability and I had good adjustments ready to go. Right here, boom, it's activated once more. So you see he calls the PA snag. It's not activated, but the next play, since he had called it, it's 3 times. The timer is 3 times. Boom, it's activated again, and we are able to see the play art, the post, the cover 4 adjustment behind it. And that's film study for you guys, right? We manned up the guys again. We manned up R1. Running back, we manned him up. Switch stick right here. You're going to see the switch stick, and then we're going to have this third right here. It might not work. I think it was a quarter, but you'll see what actually end up cooking up right here. We get a little lucky right here as well that we get a shed, but boom, switch stick. The guard will take away the first read. He had the post backside. He went quick hike. He went no huddle. At this point, he's devastated. He's done for. Like I said, the film study just took over. It won me this game. Manned up the guys. Switch stick. There was a couple people open, but that's film study and a gist for you guys. Once more, last play of the game. We're just gonna send the hounds. We know what the play art is. I'm not even looking at it too much. I'm kind of taking a glance, but there are a lot of routes and it looks a little confusing. I know he has double streaks, so what do I end up doing? I don't even know what I do. I just switch stick onto it and then swat it down. And that's the game. Film study won me this game. Go put it on right now. I know this video kind of prolonged a little bit, but go use film study now. Most broken ability in Madden 25. Use it or your opponent will use it on you, and they'll do what I did to my opponent. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Go check out Madden Academy now. More videos on the way.